think I'm gonna reset. But yeah, the thing is that a lot of patterns are about, well, obviously there is a way to dodge them, but there is also a lot of times where you can make that way of dodging a lot easier by picking up a reference, right? You see something in the pattern and you are like, okay, this is where I need to stand. Obviously you still need to dodge regardless, but at least knowing where to be, or at least knowing what to look at, is something that makes the dodging a lot easier, right? That's the whole point of having a reference. It's kinda like when you are in a circuit driving, and you usually have a reference when you brake. Like, even though you could guess where you need to start braking, usually professional drivers, or well, I guess any driver, uses a reference before each turn to know exactly where to start the braking, right? Even though, despite that reference being there, they still need to brake afterwards, you know? It's not that just knowing the reference is gonna make them brake magically. But the thing is that, yeah, it also applies to this kind of games. You need a reference, something to look at, that is gonna make the act of dodging easier. Obviously there are some other patterns that are... and I wouldn't really say that they have a reference like this one, right? Like, I don't think there is any reference for that pattern, it's just staying there. Here I would say that the reference is just looking at the red bullets, for example. You still need to dodge them, but if you don't pay attention to anything else but the red bullets, it's very easy to dodge this pattern, it's completely free. So your reference here is staying back and just looking at the red bullets. This one, yeah, I don't think this one really has a reference you can look at. I guess the only reference I could give you is looking at the waves that are touching the ground, because those are the ones that you need to shunt. But, you know, I don't know if that counts as a reference. I guess it does, maybe. But yeah, there is usually references in a lot of places, and I think here in this stage there is one of the biggest references that you can find in terms of how to dodge a seemingly hard pattern that in reality is not that hard. It would be pretty funny if I fail it, but it's this one. Yeah, I failed it, nice. See, that's what I mean. Knowing a reference doesn't mean that you're gonna magically dodge the pattern. Damn, when I go speed again, damn, I'm doing terribly. Sadly, I couldn't explain what I wanted to explain, but yeah, whatever. This is gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's okay. Still don't understand this one though. I just don't see any reference, nice. Any reference to dodge that. I don't know where to look at, it just feels completely random. At that speed, obviously. If it was slower, it would be quite easy, but at that speed, I just don't know where to look at. This is an adorable pattern. It's funny because most of the stages, really, the best answer that you can have to them is bombing. This is a very good example of a game where the stages are clearly harder than the bosses. It usually is like that in the actual Toho games as well, in the official ones. It depends though in which game we're talking about. But for the most part, the stages tend to be harder. I guess that's also why patterns like this very famous curvy laser are so hard. Because, I mean, I don't know if they actually have a reference, but I don't see any reference in that. Like, you just have to react to it. There is nothing that can make that pattern easier to you. No reference to look for. But that's the thing, I don't know if that's actually the case. Maybe there is a professional... Maybe there will be a very good UFO player that will tell me, no, dude, the curvy lasers have a very clear reference and it's this one. But as far as I know, they don't. Granted that I didn't really check that hard to know if they have a reference or not. Well, you never know. Obviously, patterns that don't really have any reference to look for are way harder than the ones that have it. Obviously, needless to say. What happens if I don't shoot these fairies? I'm pretty sure that if I don't shoot these fairies, they are not gonna shoot that green shit. Which might be a good thing. I was gonna say that it... Wait, let me check. Well, the problem is that they are gonna fill the screen with garbage. That's the issue. Well, I mean, they do regardless of what you do, but... I think without shooting it's harder. Slightly. So as I say, let's not shoot down this book, because I don't want to fight the true last boss. So let's just let it live. Which is usually the way it happens, you know. Usually the easiest thing is to let the book live. If you just ignore it, it's gonna live. For free. Right. That was a good hit. And there goes the book. It's out of here. So, I'm very pissed off that I still cannot reliably dodge these patterns. They are not even that hard. These blue ones. Like, sure, I dodge them there, but I not always can dodge them. That kinda pisses me off because they are clearly easy to dodge. Well, they are not that clearly easy to dodge, but they are easy. When you look at the pattern itself, it really doesn't have anything that complex, you know. Yeah. Wait, what was the... Oh yeah, the light blue bullets come to you. Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean, the hardest part of this pattern is knowing if you are not right below a blue bullet. That's it. This one is almost free. And I say almost because you can always fuck up. I mean, you just need to very slowly move to the side. That's it. And got him. I don't think this is enough resources though. Well, I wasted a lot of resources already, so... Will be surprising if this was enough resources somehow. Nice. It also seems that for this pattern, it's a better idea to not try to jump in between those blue rings, because the terrain is so shitty that it's just not a good idea. You know? The terrain was a little bit better, maybe. But this terrain is terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. One of the easy patterns too. So getting hit there is a little bit sad. A lily white. So lily white. Yeah, the hard thing here, I mean the purple bullets are super random. I think what's even worse is the fact that she moves so much. Those blue and red walls are ridiculous. Same as here. Like, if she didn't move, this pattern would be so much easier. The fact that she moves so much is so fucked up. Come on, take her out. Nice. Nice. That could have gone worse. Pretty fucked up because every, like, quote-unquote secondary shot in this fight makes the pattern so much harder. Like in this one, obviously the red circles are nothing. But as soon as you take into account those blue ones, it's so much harder to dodge them. It's ridiculous. And same applies to the other patterns. Like the blue and red is hard, yeah, but what makes it really fucked up is the little purple bullets, well, pink bullets she decides to shoot afterwards. That's the real problem. That's fine though. At least I didn't get hit. Well, I mean, I got hit, but only the shield disappeared. That was very good, all things considered. It was relatively good. It's a shame that because of that stage 2 mistake, this is pretty much a dead run. But I'm doing a lot better than I thought. Really not doing that badly. Alright. Here comes this blue shit again. Damn it. It's okay though. So, Luna. Shame because that bomb was kind of like a waste. She was already going down. I mean, it wasn't a waste in the sense that I would have gotten hit otherwise, but... then this shit. I hate this pattern so much. If only there was some transparency in those bullets. In fact, I'm surprised there isn't. Feels like the most logical choice to give those falling ceiling bullets some transparency. Because I mean, it's not like if you give it some transparency, the player is gonna be confused thinking that they don't have a hitbox. I think the player will be dumb enough. Because I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they didn't put transparency. Well, either that or laziness. They are both very big contenders. Probably laziness, I will assume. Making specific bullets transparent only when they block the view. So it's not like they have to make a very complex algorithm about it. I mean, they just need to, well, just. Like, they could select specific patterns to place that transparency on. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, no bullet really is transparent. Or maybe they are and I don't notice, but I don't think they are. Which is a shame. Got your ass. What's important is killing that fairy. Problem is that this other one just keeps throwing her shit until you kill her. That's what's so annoying about these shitty ass fairies. They just keep going until they are dead. No matter what you do, if they are not dead, they will keep going, they don't care. They're just gonna go full strength at you. Till they either die or disappear from the screen. As you can see right here, pretty much. Prime example. Surprised I never captured this spell. I know that it's not easy, but it's not like it's super hard either, you know? I just don't know why I never been able to capture it. I capture it there, so I'll take it. Yeah, it's what I mean. It's the kind of spell card that shouldn't be that hard to capture, you know? Oh, but I got the shield back somehow. Not like it matters because they just keep on shooting. Oh, I have no bombs. These patterns are absolutely ridiculous. There is no shame in dying to them. Absolutely no shame. I could have avoided bombing there because I already had the shield back, but whatever. These are the same fairies as the beginning of the stage, pretty much. Well, kinda. I'm not sure if they are the exact same. They might be. We can only get one more extent, so I wouldn't say this is a very good position. Especially because of Iku. If it wasn't for Iku, I wouldn't even think this is that bad, but Iku being there is a problem. Iku really is a resource waster of the worst kind. That I noticed is that pattern, I get hit so many times that one of the primary things about the pattern, which is just aim bullets, I almost never get them because they keep disappearing, and since they take a while to spawn, they usually never attack me. Or well, they attack me but I never bother to dodge, pretty much. 1 point of power off from full power. Oh yeah, this attack is also terrible. And I got hit on the very first explosion. Usually it takes a little bit longer, but not today apparently. You know what I think about the Yuyuko's fight is also very hard. It's harder than the final boss for sure. Same as Iku basically. Yeah, I don't know. Looking at this, I mean, it feels that it's just about enough if I do super well against Tenshi. If I don't do super well against Tenshi, you can forget about it basically. That's brutal. Both sides at the same time. I usually don't get hit by that. That's usually because I bomb before it even gets to that point. Could probably bomb this one. Or not. I will say that this situation is not that much different than yesterday's, when I almost got the 1 point leader. It's not that different resource-wise at least. If I do very badly on Tenshi's fight, then well, it's clearly gonna be different. But you know, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Take her out. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's promising. Okay, I just need to do good in Tenshi's fight. Which is something that I did good yesterday. Which is the reason why I'm not taking it for granted. Especially with patterns like this one. Damn, I got cornered there. Usually don't get cornered by that. by a keystone straight up. Damn it. Okay, and here the strategy, we say that it's waiting for a timeout. Might not be the best strategy, well, it's definitely not the shortest one. But, so basically here's the thing. If you try to time out this spell card, you can do it. But when there are 20 seconds left, she enters in the last phase. Which is understandable, obviously. But you don't usually expect it here. Because you will expect her to change faces gradually, like usually happens on the official Toho games. But no, here she goes straight for the kill when 20 seconds are remaining. It's definitely understandable, but yeah, you gotta be ready for it. I wasn't ready for it last time. Though honestly, saying ready for it is not saying much, because thing is, she does it so fast, the laser thingy, that even if you say that you're ready for it, you're not really ready for it until it happens. It's so fast, like I guarantee you, it's so ridiculously fast. It really barely gives you time to react. I also don't remember if it was 20 or 30 seconds. It might have been 30. If it's 30, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, it is 30. Okay, that's a problem. It's a lot faster than what you imagine. I got it though. And she just fucks off. She didn't even blow up, she's just, nah, I'm out of here. So I wonder if this counted. This is a Ultra 1 coin clear, by definition. But I wonder if it's gonna be enough to unlock the new mode. That's my primary objective. If it's not enough, I will need to try hardest with the true last boss, which honestly, don't really feel like doing it, but I can do it too. But you know, if this is enough, I'm definitely gonna try the last difficulty mode, but I don't know. I don't know, because it's been a while since I read the requirements, so it might not be enough. But hey, this is still an Ultra 1 coin clear regardless. Might not have the true last boss, but it's still a 1 coin clear by definition, obviously. So, this is what should have happened yesterday, by the way. Alright. So, damn, I got hit 77 times. That's quite a lot. There you have it. So the question is this unlocked, or did I not unlock shit? It is unlocked, there you go, the 4 dimensions mode.